right, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of the podcast. Sorry that we late this week, man. Man, people have been busy with overtime. People have been working. I had my sister's birthday. I had to go to the stool, but hey, we back, and I got an important message for you guys. Julian, what does it say?
Mmm, Rasheed Rice. My nigga is back.
Indeed is back.
And what's the logo we've been saying all week?
EGE. Everybody gotta eat, man.
Everybody,
Everybody got it.
everybody
Especially
got it.
me. I got to eat. We all got to eat.
We all got to eat. Hey, man.
I need to say especially.
Say, man. Hey, we back. We back. We back. It's your boy Ray, your host Ray. We got Julian to the left of me. We got Freeman, who's never on the camera. It's probably gonna be
Never on.
rare. It's probably gonna be rare occasions that Freeman's on the
It's gonna
camera.
be
But
rare. Like I gotta be feeling myself to be on camera. I
we
did
You
just
said
get
we
a
gotta
haircut.
win the Super Bowl for him to be on camera.
that's fine.
Literally.
We love free. All right. We love free. Um, but anyways, we have a lot to talk about. Fantasy update. The Prison Yard boys are 3-3. Two back-to-back L's. Unfamiliar territory. I don't remember doing that since my first year playing fantasy. But 3-3, man. Injuries. The injury. I'm not worried for real. The injury bug has been hitting everybody this year. We just waiting on key guys to get right. We got a trash schedule in a couple of weeks, so we have wins that we should have, but you never know, because somebody like Dalton Kincaid might can just sit at last minute and lose you the game by 2 points. That's the difference between 4-3 and 4-2 and 3-3. But it's okay. I'm not worried. You got anything to say about the Milk Duds, man? Any update?
Well, the Duds, it's been a rough season so far. Like you said, just injuries after injuries. We
What's your
got.
record?
I am 3-3.
Well,
No, it's just been a rough season so far. But I have a lot of optimism coming up. CD Lamb is coming back this week. We do have George Kittle returning this week as well. So, I think the Duds are going on the up. It's about that time we start getting healthy and getting right. So I like my future and what's going on. So yeah, shout out CD Lamb.
Um, I I think Dak has better chemistry with George Pickens. Back to back 20-point games from George with a 30-point cap off. I don't think CD is interrupting that. I hope not, as we need all the points we
Well,
can
you'd be
get.
wrong, but
Like,
it's
I just
it's
feel,
just opinions.
are these glasses like blurring my vision, bro? Like, do you not see the chemistry they have been developing? Like,
Dak and CD have been brothers for years. George is just entering this. So we seen with week 1 and week 2 with George. George damn near got no targets those weeks. So I mean, it's just gonna go back to the regular.
hey,
We all know. So
I felt like that was a shot.
I'm I'm just
All
saying.
right, all right,
It's
all right, all right,
just
me
try to speak the truth.
all right, man. I definitely need to see more production in Terry McLaurin. He's I just don't understand how he's injured, man. He's just been nowhere to be found. Like, only one touchdown of the year, bro. Be better. I think it's only one touchdown, but only one touchdown of the year, bro. Be better. Um, if I just get a little bit more production out of my fantasy team, I feel like we'd be 4-2, 5-1 at least. Like, there's not one matchup that I had this year that I feel like I shouldn't have won. Like, my first week, I had the worst week ever. 63 points in fantasy. And I can tell y'all my team up and down, but like, Julian, what you think your biggest hole is on your team, man? Like,
My biggest hole in my team
yeah,
definitely gonna be that running back spot.
you think so?
We have A Chain. I mean, not the running back spot. My bad. I feel like our running backs are good. We got A Chain and Cook, but we're just looking for that wide receiver too. To step up. Brian Thomas hasn't been where we need him to be. And Mega Ibuka actually just got hurt, so
cool.
we're gonna be
Injury
looking out
bug
for
has been
that.
hitting
He has a
everybody though.
hamstring.
it's been. That's why it's like everybody's like. There's only one person in our league that's like dominating, and I don't know how. Julian, how did we let this man Deshaun get Puka Nacua, Jonathan Taylor? Who else does he have?
He does have. We do have to talk about this. You know, he does have Bijan Robinson.
Bijan Robinson,
Was
who
that
had
the
a
auto?
crazy game the other day. Who had a crazy game, and I have to
I mean,
apologize
he's
to him
like,
because I made a crazy comment to a dweeb on Instagram. Well, I guess he's not a dweeb because he made me look like a dweeb, but I just wasn't. I wasn't like set in stone on picking Bijan in the first round. I chose Gibbs as my first round pick, which I don't know, and we can get back to Gibbs in a little bit. But I chose Gibbs as my first round pick over Bijan. I could have chose Bijan. That was low key going to be my backup, but I told somebody I'm choosing Gibbs over Bijan, and Bijan the other night made me eat my words. But I do remember on one of the podcasts I did say that if Penix started using his weapons, the Falcons can be great. Cause I am on their team on Madden, and I do got 2 Super Bowls with them. So go Pablo.
The Falcons are an interesting bunch. I mean, they lost to the Panthers 30-0. Now they're beating the Bills. So really hard to determine whether they're good.
They're like the Packers to me. I mean, you just don't know. You just don't know what you're gonna get out of them, bro.
Really
Like
do.
they should win, but they might tie with the Cowboys 1 week. Like, I mean, it was impressive. If it's an impressive win, don't get me wrong. My boy Ransom, he was going crazy in the chat. Shout out Ransom, great father, great dad, great friend. But yeah, he was going crazy in the chat. He was making me eat my words too, man. So shout out Bijan, man. He had a crazy game. Like that was one of the craziest running back games I've seen in a minute. So shout out to him. Hopefully, the Falcons found their scheme. I feel like if they played through Bijan and Drake, like they'll be alright. Had Bijan open the play action game, man, with Penix and Drake, man. They'll be alright. They have other good receivers too.
and that's basically what they did against the Bills. I mean, they was only spamming them 2 niggas like Drake London and Bijan. That's literally the only niggas that had the ball. So
Hey, that's who I
shout
saw.
out to them.
For as long as they spam them too. The Post Mahomes, my fantasy team is doing illustriously well. We're 4-2, and we're great. I mean, we're great at every position. Marion Hampton did get injured, but we quickly picked up a backup, so we're good.
How many people are in that league again?
But a lot of people are in that league. A great amount of people. So a lot of backups. Not too many people though, so it's easier to snipe some stuff on free agent.
You got an exact number on how many people are in the league? I just curious.
But definitely, great league to be in. I'm glad that I'm 4-2 and better than both of y'all. That's all that matters.
How many people are in the league, bro? You dodging?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You
How many people are
dodging.
in the league?
Well, I think it's like around 8 or 9. I can't really put my finger on it. I'm not the head.
If it's not
I'm
a
not
10
the head
man,
of
I
the
don't
league.
respect any type of league. I'm sorry. Shout out to all the 10 and 12 man leagues out there, man. That's real grit and real grind. Shout out to all the
10, 12. I mean, the difference is like 2 people, 3 people.
You could have had Puka Nacua and Derrick Henry on the same squad, and
Exactly.
I
mean, it's
that's a big difference, bro. That's a big difference, bro.
I don't know,
Puka got
man.
chose.
All I know is
Puka
that
got
I'm
chose,
4.
bro. Who did Deshaun choose out of Puka and JT first? Bro? I think he chose Puka first, then JT. No,
Yeah, he definitely chose Puka first. Puka
he
was a
chose-
first
He
round
chose
pick.
Bijan. He had to choose Bijan first. There's no way
Well,
that Bijan made it
Bijan and Puka were both like in the first.
in the
He
second
either
round.
chose Puka in the second round.
Yeah, he had to choose Puka in the second round because there's no way
He
Bijan
got
made it out the first.
Bijan and JT all in the same draft. Yeah, y'all fine.
Dude,
Y'all just not
I
good
don't
draft.
know what was happening, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like there was a lot of people in our league that was trying to stop other people from getting because people were choosing quarterbacks in the third, and I'm just like, that's why I feel like there's a hole in my quarterback spot because there's some weeks where I play Bo Nix and Bo Nix plays amazing. My quarterbacks is all about matchups, like because Justin Fields he be eating. I'm glad I didn't put him in last week. I would have got whooped instead of lose by 2, but he be eating some weeks. But then there's other weeks like that Bo Nix just decides to turn it on. So we good, bro. We good.
Drafted Mo Picks. See, no, see,
What?
I'm so
Bo Nix have
glad.
been. I see. I know I'm wearing this Chiefs red right now, but I will give props for it, dude. Bo Nix has been playing spectacular football this year. Just don't
This,
make
I mean,
mistakes.
maybe for fantasy, but the numbers,
What's the numbers?
I don't know. The numbers say that he's been playing 50-50 ball. He hasn't been like his fantasy numbers have been great,
Man,
but actual quarterback ranking wise, he's been terrible. I think he's been like not terrible. It's
is he
just that
playing
he
better than
hasn't been
Jalen
able to
Hurts?
put together. Well, he hasn't been able to put together a full game, but against the Eagles, you don't got to put together a full game. They can't put together a
Is he
full
playing
game.
better than Jalen Hurts right now?
Oh yeah, I mean
Jalen Hurts is
that's
the
a low
reigning
bar.
Super Bowl MVP, not the reigning MVP. Jalen Hurts is the Super Bowl MVP, and he outdueled him in one quarter.
I mean, I think I'm playing better than Jalen Hurts though. So, and I'm not even taking
And that's no
snaps.
disrespect to Jalen Hurts, man. XPYB native, Jalen Hurts, man. But
Yeah, no, great,
that
great
man,
leader of.
I have not seen that man make a perfect pass that's over 20 yards this year.
I mean, his
He
rankings.
can't. He can't be playing.
For
All Bo Nix has to do, Freeman, is make the right plays. Just like last game, they didn't have to do that much. They just have to. They just have to make the plays and win.
That's true. The Broncos have such a great defense that Bo Nix is going to be in every game that he plays.
Oh, for sure.
So
just like Drake May, too. Like Drake May just can't make mistakes. Who do you actually? That's a good question, Freeman. Who do you think is better out of Drake May and Bo Nix?
Oh, easily Drake May.
Drake May, Drew.
Not even close.
Drake May is on the fantasy team, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say Drake May. Even though Drake May is better, but that's just that extra boost, extra confidence boost that he's on my fantasy team.
Okay, that's just extra. That's just the bias.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say it's 50-50. I think they're similar play styles, like sneaky athletic QBs. Am I tweaking?
Yeah, you are. Drake May is not sneaky athletic. He just is athletic.
Maybe I just don't.
He's
Bo Nix is sneaky athletic though. On me, he is.
Bo Nix is one of those athletes like Mac Jones. Like he's reached his ceiling a little early in the NFL in his career, so he's showing you what he's capable of very early.
Okay.
He's gonna
Mac
give
Jones is hooping though. I mean, he just threw for 300. He's hooping.
That's the thing.
You're
In the right scheme with Sean Payton, Bo Nix is gonna look like a decent QB. He's gonna throw for like 100. He's gonna throw for like 215 and have 2 touchdown passes. It's all scheme. So he's showing you what he's capable of. The problem is he's never gonna be able to elevate an offense. Drake May has the dynamics that makes the throws, makes the plays that can elevate an offense. He can make people around him better. He has the it factor that Bo Nix doesn't have. That's why I think he's better.
Fair enough.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what else to talk about, man. Actually, yes, I do. I'm tripping. I need both of you guys' top 4 Super Bowl contenders.
Oh.
We ain't gotta go 4. We ain't gotta go 4 and 4. We can go one at a time. We can all go one at a time. So do y'all want to start from 4, or do y'all want to go from 1 to 4? Y'all best to worst, or like you 4 to 1? Let's go 4 to 1. So let's start with number 4. Who do y'all think, like, as we're in week 7? We're in week 7.
Yep, 7 weeks into the NFL season.
So we're 7 weeks. Out of everybody that you see in these 7 weeks, doesn't matter what their record is. You just got to have a valid reason why they're on your list. Doesn't matter the record. This is your opinion. So who wants to go first out of Freeman and Drew?
Well, I'll go first, and I'll be the one to say it. And Julian's gonna be mad at me for this from taking it from him. Give me Indianapolis, the Colts, man, at my number 4 spot. They're a for real team. They got great defense. They got hard-nosed football. They run you right into the ground. Jonathan Taylor might be the offensive player of the year with this Puka Nacua injury. So if Jonathan Taylor continues to have the year that he's having, and they can play mistake-free football, Shane Steichen's doing a hell of a job with Daniel Jones. So, I mean, long as things can continue to go how they're going, it's going to be hard for me to see. I mean, they when you look at their schedule, it's going to be hard for me to understand how they at least don't get 12 wins, and
Yeah.
they're already 5-1. So, and 12 wins is probably the worst case scenario for them. So they probably more likely end up do have it close to the one seeds. So it would be hard for me to see like there with that type of scheme. It'd be hard for me to see what like you. There could be a reality where Daniel Jones is one game away from the AFC Championship. So I'd have them at my fourth.
Drew, you want to go?
I'm gonna go ahead and Freeman did actually take that from me. I'm gonna go ahead and agree with Freeman here. Been watching these guys. Daniel Jones is playing very great football. I've seen it. A lot of people don't want to, you know, admit that I've seen it, but I did see it. I always thought that Daniel Jones was a hooper. Even back in New York, he showed glimpses, but people didn't want to see it. I knew he was capable of this. I might not know he was capable of this, but I knew he was capable to doing something better. So yeah, I like the Colts at the 4th spot. Like Freeman said, that defense. They do have a very good defense, very nice pass rush, and if they keep going, Jonathan Taylor doing what he's doing, shouldering the load a little bit. I think that they could be in an interesting spot in the playoffs. Just depending on the matchup, obviously, because playoffs is always matchups. But yeah, I agree with Freeman.
Um,
Colts at 4.
I will have to go with if we going from 4-1. I will have to go with the Rams. Sorry for Puka. Hopefully, prayers for Puka. Hopefully, he can get back out on that field. He's been having a crazy season. He probably started off the season better than Cooper Cup's Triple Crown season. Low key, Puka was eating. So I got the Rams. I feel like they can beat anybody. Those one of them teams that if they get hot at the end of the year, they can beat anybody. AFC or NFC, they can beat anybody. And defense is solid. Offense depends on Puka and Stafford. Like, Puka's crazy. Shout out to the Duds too, because I ain't gonna lie, I will give the Duds credit too. He does find underrated gems in fantasy. Underrated. He discovered Puka his first year of fantasy, and Puka's a fantasy god now. Like, fantasy.
I had to pick Puka up, man.
He's gonna be a fantasy god. All right, Freeman, who do you got? Who do you got as number 3?
At the 3 spot, you know, it's really, you know, there's so much talent around the NFL, and it's hard for me to put a nose on it. I think I have to put Kansas City at 3. I want to put them at 2, but there are some better rosters that may have a better chance. But Kansas City has the pedigree. For me, Kansas City's going to have to be at 3 just because there are a lot of questions with this Kansas City offense that still need to be answered. We are averaging very good numbers now. Offense has not been a problem. There's still some questions. Pacheco needs to run the ball a little bit better than what's being ran, but he's been ramping up the performance in the past couple of weeks. He has been hitting his over marks. There is some trade talks about Brees Hall. I know the Chargers was in on it. We might be in on it. Another team was looking for a running back, so we're trying to maybe hit that deadline.
They got like 4.
Definitely, I mean, yeah, we definitely do have the capital for that trade. So,
Make
but
that
as
happen,
far
man.
as the
I'm
Chiefs'
sick.
defense,
I'm sick of Pacheco.
I mean, Pacheco's a lovable guy. I don't. It's just really for the betterment of the team. Really, I don't wouldn't mind trading him.
We need a receiving back. That's more of our play style. No offense to Pacheco's skill set. He has a family fee. I understand that, but I think Brees I understand the Saints are not trading Alvin Kamara anymore. But we need
Definitely not. He said that he
I
would reportedly be sipping pina coladas the next day if he was to get traded. So that means he would retire, which most people don't really understand. A trade, he would have to move his whole family here.
Oh, no,
I get that. He's an older guy, doesn't really do all that.
Man. And cheers to let's take a moment to salute to Alvin Kamara's career because that's it for him. If he doesn't want to leave, that's just it. Like Great career, man. But
Great
um,
career.
is that any more analysis about your number 3 team, Freeman?
Definitely. The Chiefs defense is doing decent. I think we need to trade for a pass rusher though. Someone that can go aside along Chris Jones. I know we did pay Carl Loftus, and he leads the league along with Aiden Hutchinson in pressures, which is a little fugazi. A little fugazi of a stat. Carl Loftus has a lot of pressures just because
Yeah.
of Chris Jones, and the interior rush needs to be. We need somebody who can get home though. Somebody who can bring in a 7, 8 sacks. Like Kansas City, if they look, I mean, if Mahomes looks how he looks, if we can get the problem on the O line solved, I don't know what Josh is going through, the family emergency that he has been going through for a couple of weeks now. Uh, Hopefully he gets back on track and everything's good with him and his problems get solved. But Kansas City at 3, I mean, they've won. They've been in the last 3 Super Bowls. You gotta think that they could be a threat. But maybe their path might be a little bit harder. But with the pedigree, I have to put them at 3.
I also have the Chiefs at 3, surprisingly, and I know a lot of people around the league will maybe not agree with me, but going to 2 back-to-back Super Bowls, getting EGE back, and he's the off. I cannot wait. I'm also going to the game this week. Spin the cool brick. So like and subscribe. But spin the cool brick of this game. Um, Freeman, Judy, I have Rasheed Rice as anytime touchdown scorer this weekend.
Oh no.
Not
You're
at
doing
all.
it wrong. It's not a touchdown. He's gonna have those over receptions. Don't fall for the
Reception.
trick. The sports books want you to bet a touchdown.
Okay.
Always bet the reception.
Okay.
Okay, that he's gonna Andy Reid quote unquote is going to install him heavily in the offense. Quote unquote. That's exactly what was said. The reporting is they're gonna put him right on a heavy load. They're not gonna ease him into the offense at all.
Oh, for sure. I
So
mean, watching his highlights the
They're
other
gonna
that's
give
day.
him the full load.
Yeah,
gonna give him the full
for
load of
sure.
the
He's
run
our
of the
best
offense.
receiver
Which
by
I mean, if
far.
that's true, he definitely could have 10 receptions. So I think him for 6 receptions is plus money. I think that's a better bet than him for an anytime
Anytime
touchdown.
touchdown. Okay.
But the Raiders defense is bad, so he definitely could take one to the house. I do see a scenario where he could score a touchdown. I just think if you want a more sure bet, if you want some money to be cashed in the first half, you probably want to take him for over 5.5 receptions because he's probably hitting that in what by the middle of the second.
Drew, who do you got as your third team, man?
In my third team, man, I feel like my third team has to be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I feel like these guys, they've just been, first of all, we got to start off with Baker Mayfield. He's been going crazy. MVP talks. I think, a lot of his receivers been hurt. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. He's been hooping with a Mecca, but even he's hurt now.
Bucky Irvin.
So
Bucky, don't forget Bucky.
yeah, I mean his whole offense is just dismantled, and he's still going out here and performing, throwing for damn near 300 almost every game. So I do like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Haven't really haven't really their defense is kind of sketchy. Like before they used to have a good defense. Obviously they have Todd Bowles as the head coach. He always comes out with good schemes and good defense, but um, defense hasn't really been a strength. But the offense, has been picking up the slack. So I think they get in later in the season, they could even get more scary. But right now, I have them at number 3.
Free. Number 2, man. What you got?
So at my number 2 spot, Julian really stole my shine. I got the Bucks at number 2 though, and I'll go from a different angle that Julian is going. Julian's leaning into that Baker Mayfield MVP talk. What's more, what's more than that, and something you really got to peek into is scheduling. Scheduling really matters. The last 6 games for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are all layups. They're all 100%, like not 100%. They're all 0% contest shots. You can still miss a layup. You can still miss a layup. Everybody knows that. In the NFL, you
That's
can
good
still miss a
analysis.
layup. I mean, happens all the time.
Facts.
But these shots are zero contest. So if they could go into the playoffs red hot off of a 6 game winning streak, and nobody will want to play them. So I do think they really have a chance of being the 1 seed. Maybe. I mean, I gotta see how this game goes with the Lions this week. And the Lions did just get embarrassed on national TV, and they're gonna be playing Monday night. So the Lions may probably win against the Bucks and take them down from that Baker Mayfield high. Uh, but like Julius said, Baker Mayfield's playing probably the best quarterback play in the league. I mean, he's my MVP right now. If the season was over right today, he's MVP in my books.
100%.
So, and I think they might want to name comeback player of the year in his name because I
think he deserves it.
I think he really does. I mean,
Yeah.
who has came back from? I mean, he was cut by the Panthers to be the MVP of the league. I don't think
The Browns too. And let's talk about the Browns. Like, I'm sorry to cut you off, Freeman. Because I also have the Bucks as my number 2, and I agree with both of you guys. So I'm gonna just bring in my point and just put it in the Browns. Baker Mayfield was on the Browns out, and the Browns claim that they haven't had a franchise quarterback, which was wrong. Baker Mayfield took them to the playoffs and won them a playoff game. They're doing the same thing with Shedeur right now. Let's talk about how Dylan Gabriel had 29 for 53 points with 0 touchdowns. Another reason why I lost fantasy last week too. Why is Dylan Gabriel throwing the ball 53 times, Freeman?
Well, that's just because the offense for Kevin Stefanski. They're really trying to see what Dylan Gabriel has, and I think the plan is the owner is going to force. The owner is definitely going to force Shedeur to be played.
Is scared of his job.
Well,
because Deion's contract in Boulder is coming up, and they know damn well if Shedeur plays good, that boy from Boulder is coming. And his job is basically going, bro. They're what, 1-5, 1-6, 1-5.
I don't think
his job is going. I'm not gonna lie. I'm surprised he hasn't been fired. Are they 1-5 or they got 2?
I think they only have 1 win, but I don't think Deion Sanders would like.
It's time. Like,
I don't think Deion Sanders would like to take that job though. That's really. But even if it's something,
if I'm the head coach, bro, the Browns can hire me and just be like, hey, the first thing I'm doing is Shedeur, let's play. Season's already over. What's the worst you can do? Dylan Gabriel cannot get the job done, bro. He didn't score a single touchdown. He didn't throw for. If you pass the ball, Freeman, for 53 times, and you can't give me 1 single touchdown, bro, what is that telling you? Like. And they won the game. Don't get me wrong, but like passing the ball 53 times, bro, it's crazy.
I mean, Shedeur Sanders really needs to focus on what he's applying for. He's applying for the starting QB of an NFL roster. So he needs to get that down, and he needs to make sure that when his number is called, that he can put on the field. Because his number will be called. I mean, the person who drafted him is the owner of the Browns. The owner of the Browns called Kevin Stefanski and said, "Hey, I don't give a damn who you wanted to take in this round. We're taking Shedeur." Because he had fell too far and he had too much talent to not be drafted. So I do think, I mean, he'll play, and the rest of the league will get to see what he looks like on actual paper against actual NFL defenses. So he may have a trade market. And if I'm Shedeur, I just want to focus and make sure I get some good tape out there, some good film out there, just because I don't want to stay with the Browns. I don't want to stay with the Browns. And like Julian said a couple episodes ago, there might have been some rumors of him wanting to go to some other teams where he would have backed up. but he didn't want to back up. He wanted to go somewhere where he thought he had a chance to start, and which it's just one of those things. A lot of mismanagement. He's been getting bad advice. I mean, the interview clip from him mouthing a whole like he was mouthing a whole segment to a reporter because there was a comment made by the former Jets head coach. What's his name? Uh, what's his name? It's Ryan something, or it's an older white gentleman who used to coach the Jets on ESPN. Told him to basically shut up and dribble. That version of just shut up and just play ball. That's really what it felt like. Uh, but Shanor has to know to not respond to that. He's a grown man. I mean,
He's been doing a good
can't
job
respond.
handling all this. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love the way he handled the press conference when he acted like a what's they call them little thingies, little mean, little mind thingies. He was like,
Yeah, yeah. I didn't like that
I
because
loved it.
I mean,
I loved it because if a lot of people that's in his position right now that know he should be starting right now would be pouting, he's been smiling like Shadur's
well,
like Shadur's like a
that's
he's like a prime example of like trusting God. Like you can tell he has faith. Like a lot of people will be pouting. Dylan Gabriel is starting over me.
well, a lot of it is that's because Dylan Gabriel, who was drafted by the or by the friend, I
He
mean
was
by
supposed to be
the
the number one
manager.
pick, Freeman. Like, why is he not playing? And I get it. It's a humbling thing. It's an ego thing. They don't want him to be like his dad. Same thing happened to Bronny, bro. Like, but you know what? I can't even compare the Bronny situation because Bronny has insurance.
That's
Sanders
true.
don't.
I mean,
Sanders don't.
and I mean, for Bronny, Bronny's has been putting up numbers of where he's supposed to be. I mean, if you look at picks that were gone around the 55th spot,
I'm not
Bronny's
mad that Bronny
averaging,
got drafted. I'm just saying he
yeah,
got insurance. He has more insurance. He's actually playing with his dad.
true.
Sanders' dad is
Uh,
not in the league. He has no insurance. So like, I mean, I get teams do want him, but like the league could really like f him over if they wanted to. The league is going to make
well,
the NBA versus the NBA. The NBA is going to make sure Bronny is on the team because if Bronny's not on the Lakers, is LeBron on the Lakers? You know LeBron got
well,
insurance. Like, come on now, it's LeBron James. He has insurance.
no. After this year, he might not because he may definitely
It's
retire.
LeBron James. He
So,
has insurance. He has insurance for the rest. Bryce gonna have insurance. Like Zuri's gonna have insurance if she goes to the WNBA. Like it's LeBron. But Drew, what's your second team, man?
I feel like obviously we're gonna see. Oh,
um,
oh wait, hold on. I was just gonna say, I feel like we're gonna see Shador Sanders at some
Oh my
point
bad, my bad.
during the season. I feel like he's gonna start at some point, whether that's next week or 3 weeks from now. He's gonna start.
Okay.
yeah.
But my second team will be the
Wow.
Detroit Lions.
Mm.
Wow.
The Detroit Lions.
Wow.
Um, you know, they did get dismantled, by the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday night. We did see that. They got bullied, quote unquote. So Brian Branch would like to say they did get bullied, but at the end of the day, they're dealing with injuries,
Facts.
on that defensive side, just like they were last season. Um, I feel like the Lions, if they get healthy, on that side, and they they played more because the offense is not a problem. We've seen that the offense is nowhere near the problem. They score points. It's just that defense. They're hurt, so they get healthy. I feel like the Lions are right back where they were last season. Just on that road. They just gotta, like I said, get healthy. So yeah, I got them on the number two.
Um, as my number, Freeman, do you want to go first for number one, or would you want me to go first? Because mine's just short and simple because it was based off of y'all.
I can let you go first. I'll let you go
Okay.
first.
My number one is the Bucks. Baker. He's making a star out of Ibuka. Mike Evans is Mike Evans. Godwin's always hurt, but he always makes plays. Baker's been Baker. I'm not gonna say I've been a Baker fan, but like I've fucked with Baker since he's been in the league. Like I feel like Cleveland was dumb for letting him go. He definitely got revived his career in Carolina. And he's just in the right situation. Like the Bucks is a great team for Baker. Um, their defense, like Drew said earlier, it's been looking shaky. It's not the Brady Bucks defense, but they can get the job done. They just have to make plays. They should be undefeated right now. Baker just made the only mistake I seen Baker made this year was a goal line pick. I mean, not a goal line pick, a red zone pick to the Eagles. But other than that, like he's been playing excellent football. MVP front runner with Patrick Mahomes behind him. Don't have it messed up. And Baker messes up, and Pat start going off of EGE. It might be MV3. But yeah, I'm gonna let you go.
Alrighty. Well, my fourth team was the Colts. Third team was the Chiefs. Second team was the Bucks. Uh, First team though is a team that is the most dangerous team in the NFL. A team that is going to probably be in the NFC Conference Championship round, along with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is my championship round. Little preview here. It's going to be the Rams. The Rams are the most dangerous team in the NFL. They will be one game from the Super Bowl. I can guarantee you that will happen. They will be in the game with the Bucks for the NFC Championship. Now I don't know who wins that matchup, but I do know that they will be there, and it's because Puka Nacua. Puka Nacua is having the greatest wide receiver season we have seen from a wide receiver in a very long time. When he's healthy,
within the naked eye, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. If he didn't get injured,
I mean,
he probably would
the
have had the greatest season
the
of all
injury
time.
may help. The injury may help him now because he may get a lot more rest through the soft part of the Rams schedule to where he will be a full go in the playoffs. And that's you don't want to see the Rams. Trust me, there is not a quarterback in the NFC I trust more than Matthew Stafford. With respect to Baker Mayfield and how he's playing, Baker Mayfield playing out of his mind right now. Stafford is the only person in the NFC to have won a Super Bowl besides Jalen Hurts, right?
Yeah.
And the only reason Stafford has that it factor, he can elevate guys around him who play better. And with that Sean McVay offense, Sean McVay finally found his guy. I think Sean McVay is going to get Stafford one last one. He's going to try. So I do have them at this time at least getting to the NFC Championship. And I can't put my nose on anybody in the AFC who's a guaranteed championship round contender, except for maybe the Chiefs, just because they get there every year.
I got Chiefs and Bills.
Right now, my championship weekend is probably Chiefs, probably Chiefs, Chargers, and probably Bucks, and probably the Lions. Not the Lions. Bucks and Matthew Stafford and the Rams. Chargers, just a feeling. I think the matchups are going to go so poorly that they're going to be there a little too early. A lot like how the Bills went to the AFC Championship that one year, and they were just not ready for that moment at all. And they got outclassed by us when we lost to the Bucks in that Super Bowl. I think the Chargers may end up in the championship round just because they beat a lesser team and they have that record. I think they may actually beat the Broncos, and they may end up being the 1 seed.
I don't think there's a world except for Madden where I see Justin Herbert go in or at home beats Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen or Lamar.
Oh well, he's not.
Lamar
might
come back and go fed. Lamar, he goes on an 8 or 9 game, 10 game tear. The Ravens still could be in it too, because I don't know. Like, I'm kind of glad that nobody said the Steelers, because like I just think old man Rogers is a fraud, and that's after Julian says his number one team. That's what we're gonna talk about next before we end the episode. Is the Unk Bowl, man. Before we get out of here, because we gotta hurry up and end the episode before this Unk Bowl comes on. It comes on in 30 minutes. So.
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to not miss this game. You know, I got my bet.
So take it away, Doug.
Oh yeah, so my number one team, non-biased, is gonna be the Chiefs.
Oh my
The Chiefs at
God.
number one. The reason why I have the Chiefs at number one, I know we're going off this season and all, but we just have to look at it. I mean, how many AFC Championship games? Six straight. I mean, look, we got the pedigree. I mean, playoff experience. We got the quarterback, Patrick Mahomes. He just doesn't. He doesn't never not get there. He's always gonna get there, and until he doesn't get there, we just can't say he's not. So the Chiefs, and we're going off of, if we're going off this season, he's been doing this offense thing. He's been putting up like 30 with most of his wide receivers hurt. I mean, his wide receiver one has been Tyquan Thornton. I mean, these past few weeks. And now we're getting EGE back. Like I said, Rashee Rice. So, listen, I just think that this is going to be the number one team in football for a lot of months to come. You know, we're on the rise right now. So, like I said, and we just got to look past. You know, this is a team that never doesn't get there. So. They're my number one team in football as of right now.
What a motivational speech by the Dud. Like, what?
The biggest.
And
well, you know, he's a little bit of a homer right there. You know, I mean, Jesus Christ, Chiefs fan alert. You know, but it's I respect it.
She keep about this. My boy FBD, Lamron in there. But nah, let's wrap this up. Good episode. Let's talk about the Unk Bowl real quick. Who do you guys got winning tonight, man? And explain why. Let me go first, and I'll let you guys have the floor. Got the Steelers. Not a fan of the Bengals. Not a fan of what's the name? Not a fan of the Bengals, man. With Joe Flacco, Joe has a wife and kids at home. He needs to go take care of. I hope for Jamar Chase and T. Higgins owners in fantasy, they get a couple of receptions. I don't see the Bengals season going anymore. It's done for. Go for that number one pick. Somebody take it away.
Give me Cincinnati to upset Aaron Rodgers and the Steel City Curtain. I mean, it's been Thursday night. You know what happened last Thursday night. The Niners walked all over the Rams. So that's what I got happening again. It's going to be another upset. Joe Flacco is going to revert back to his 2020 form and sling the hell out of the rock. Please, guys, if you have $10, put that $10 on Jamar Chase over receptions and go buy yourself a bacon, egg, and cheese for free. Because it's hidden. It's hidden. You know it is. We all know it is. His over is at like 70. He's hitting that. Put 20 on it, you're going to get 40. You got a free 20. I'm telling you. I'm trying to tell you this before the matchup. Right now, you have a chance to go put your life savings on Joe Flacco over passing yards. They got him at 190. He's hitting 245. Do y'all want this money or not? And if you're really not sure, just put it all on Steelers plus 10.5. And then you parlay that with Bengals -1. So the Steelers won't lose by 10 points, and the Bengals will at least win by 1. I mean, insurance it'll be a close game, but the Bengals will at least win by 1 point. Definitely something to look into. All reality, I got the Steelers barely just winning, but the Bengals will definitely cover. It's going to be a close game. It's going to be a fun one. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to put up some decent numbers. I'm a fan of A-Rod. I just hate how snarky he is. He's an arrogant son of a bitch. He really is. But he gets to be because he's good. He got such good talent. I just hate the way that he is. I hate him to be my quarterback. I'm glad he's not. But great talent. So I got the Bengals covering still though.
I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think that the Bengals offense has not the Bengals offense, but the Bengals defense has a lot of holes in it. I mean, these past couple of weeks they just been getting torched by anybody on the football field. I mean, running the ball, passing the ball. I mean, the cornerbacks, I don't really know what's going on there. Pretty sure their cornerback one, whatever his name is, Cam Taylor Britt. I think that's his name, but he hasn't even been playing because like he's just terrible at football. So I don't really know what's going on there. I mean, the Bengals defense is just really bad. So I think that the Steelers run all over the defense, maybe even pass a little bit, but I think Steelers win comfortably.
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 All right.
Well, that's it for today's episode. We're gonna try to get it on Tuesday next week. Anybody got anything to say before we leave, man? EGE.
Shout out EGE. Does about to be 4-3 after this week. So
3-5.
yeah, Does about to be 4-3. So make sure y'all be looking out. I'll update y'all next week, man.
Say what's up, man. Say what's up, man. Like. Shadill's nigga.
Hey, my nigga
my gosh. You know who that man is. They said, my mama mad now. Let me, that note, we ended that episode.